full circle. Let me just repeat myself. 3 equations, x squared plus y squared is equal to radius squared. Make y the subject, make x the subject. Then we have our upper semicircle. Your upper semicircle is where y is still the subject. It's going to look like this. So y is equal to square root radius squared minus x squared. You can write a plus there or nothing. Then you have your lower semicircle. Your lower semicircle is the opposite of that one. It's going to look like this. Y is still the subject, but now there's a negative in front of your square root radius squared minus x squared. Then you're going to have your right semicircle. Your right semicircle is exactly what it tells you. It's on the right-hand side of your set of axes, but x is now the subject. So we're going to have here plus square root radius squared minus y squared. Then we're going to have our left semicircle. Our left semicircle is exactly the same, but now it's on the left-hand side of the set of axes. And x is still a subject, but now we have a negative in front of our square root. Okay, if you plot a circle, let's take, for example, y is equal to negative 25 minus x squared. Step 1, identify your equation, that you know which one you must plot. If I look at y equal negative 25 minus x squared, it tells me it's a lower semicircle. If a lower semicircle, I know my lower semicircle must look like this. Then you go to your radius squared. Radius squared is equal to 25. Radius is equal to plus minus 5. Then I know this is 5 and 0. This is negative 5 and 0. 0 and negative 5. And somewhere along the line, just write down the equation 25 minus x squared. But if we get, for example, something like this, y is equal to plus minus square root 16 divided by 9 minus x squared. Again, identify your equation. There's a plus minus in front, can be a y or x subject, so that means it's a full circle. Go again to your radius. Radius squared is equal to 16 over 9. Radius will be 4 over 3, but remember, plus minus because it's in a positive and a negative side of your set of axes. So I'm going to have a full circle. So here it's going to be 4 over 3 or 1,33 and 0. Here I'm going to have a negative 4 over 3 and a 0. Here I'm going to have a 0 and a 4 over 3. Here I'm going to have a 0 and a negative 4 over 3. And somewhere along the line, just rewrite the equation. 16 over 9 minus x squared. But let's assume we get something like this. Let's say 9x squared plus 4y squared is equal to 36. And if you look at that, a lot of you will tell me it's a circle. It's not a circle. If you're not sure, use your intercept method. Go and make x-intercept, where your y is equal to 0. If your y is equal to 0, that's basically disappeared. So I'm going to have 9x squared is equal to 36 divided by 9, divided by 9. X squared is equal to 4. That means x is equal to plus minus 2. Then if I do my y-intercept, where x is equal to 0, that means this part basically disappears. So I'm going to have 4y squared is equal to 36 divided by 4 divided by 4. Y squared is equal to 9. Y is equal to plus minus 3. So if I do this, let me plot this. I have a 2. That will be 2 and 0. Negative 2 and 0. Then I have 0 and 3, and the 0 and minus 3. If you look at this, it's not a circle, it's an ellipse.